what they think about and what they believe in. And from that point, I discovered that I need to go back and get my bachelor's degree. And I went to school over here at Chemawa Community College, which is down the street, and went through Linfield outreach program and got my bachelor's in 2000. I said, well, I'm not done yet. There was a program that was operating down at the University of Oregon. They said, we need teachers. And I signed up for that program and was accepted into the teacher education program. I signed up for 2 years. Asked for a leave of absence from Chemawa. They said, okay, Mr. Moccasin, what are you going to do? I'm going to go down and get my teacher degree. Went down to the University of Oregon. Went into the master's program. And they asked me to write and read papers. I don't know if anybody's gone through a master's program. Probably many have. You were asked to read 10 books, asked to read 10 papers, do a synopsis, and do a summary, and do the glossary and bibliography. And I'm going, how do I do this? So we have people here that can help you. So they showed me how to do that. For Native people, it takes 2 times the amount of reading it does for another person. And we understand that. Because we have a duality in our mind where we read, and we have to really think about it and understand it and reread it again. And I had to do that. So if you're talking 10 books, I had to read those night and day to find out the content. After a short period of time, 1.5 years, I received my master's in education. Graduated. Magna cum laude. 2005, I got my teacher's degree. And I came back. So, these are the reasons that we do what we do today. So with that, I'd like to turn the mic over to Don Coyos, who's going to give us some information. It's going to help us live a longer life and be healthier. Mr. Don Coyos, one welcome.
So honored here to be here at Chemawa and to be on the sacred land here. We have this journey across the United States, a 7,000-mile journey. This will actually be the 5th major national journey that we have made. The very first one was to the tribal colleges across the United States. The second one was we took a group to Los Angeles, and then we were instructed to run from LA to Washington, D.C. And we ran 4,294 miles in 109 days, stopping in communities, talking to the people, talking about recovery, talking about the movement. And all of a sudden, things started to take off. And in each of those cases, it has always been horses. Set us off, in the journey in a good way. So we have found it to our advantage that whenever we start one of these major national journeys, is to have our elders come here to say those prayers and prepare us to do that. And so we have with us some of our council of elders. We don't do anything without the elders. They've guided us so perfectly over the years. So because they're going to be at this stop, and then they'll also be coming in Washington, D.C. at the end. I would like to ask each of them just to maybe say a few words. And if I could start with Forrest, who sung the songs and said those prayers this morning. He is just as an incredible human being. This man is just something else. And I think many of you who know him know that that's true. So if you want to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Don. You know, I've been with Don for a long time. And we look upon the Creator as an advisor. There isn't a day goes by in my life that I don't think about the people, who we come from, who we are, how they lived when they were as young as we were when we were born. They didn't have all the things that we have now. Never did they ever see a house or a building. They lived in these beautiful places we call the teepee. And they wrote